Good day, mes amis. I am going to do a look challenge. That was just, the gauntlet was thrown down by Linda over at Glitter Fallout. She did a look a few days ago, which was autumn inspired. But the thing was, she didn't tell you what any of the items were that she was using. Shall I take these off? Maybe I shall. She didn't tell us what she was using. It's, what'd she call it? Use what you have. Use what you have. She created a look. She didn't tell us what it was. And she says, hey, recreate the look, but use what you have. And I thought, brilliant, I can do that. I can totally ferret through my very small collection and find things that will do the same job that aren't the same brand, because we have access to different things. And yeah, I definitely want to do this. So she did this beautiful orangey autumnal look right up my alley. I love warm autumn looks. I have gone through my collection. Now, I watched the video a few times because I wanted to first off get, you know, the steps that were done. And Linda does hers in a different way from me. She does the base first, eyes second. I tend to do eyes first and face last because I'm messy and I just want to clean up any fallout that I got. So it's for someone who's named their channel Glitter Fallout to do that order is interesting. But Linda did teach me once upon a time, not too long ago, that if you do have glitter falling on your face, to get yourself a bit of Scotch tape and just peel it off and it'll come right off. I'll just shake it so you can hear it. I've put together a basket of everything I'm going to use today, and I'm just going to try and get this look smashed out. Now, I'm not going out anywhere today. I'm at home taking care of a sick cat. My poor kitty, he's not doing well. And he's been put on some antibiotics and things, and he's still a bit unhappy. He's very unhappy, and I have to take him to the vet tomorrow. But anyway, today I'm just house sitting the kitty. So currently he's off sleeping in the other room, but he may try and bash down the door to hang out with me instead, because he's mommy's baby, and I'm mommy. So I am the cat mommy. So the whole point of Linda's challenge was to recreate the look, but don't buy new stuff. Just use the stuff that you already have, and it's such wisdom. It's such a good thing not to get caught up in the FOMO, especially at this time of year. There are so many things coming out all the time. I'm getting whiplash from it. I'm actually getting a bit burnt out from just all of the releases, and there's so many awesome things and I can't afford to buy all of them. But you know, it's nice to see other people promoting recreating a look with what you already have. I did one a few weeks ago. I recreated a look that Allie Dawson had done in her video. I think, what did she call it? She called her video maybe just save your money. And she was testing a bunch of new items, and I thought, well, I can save my money and I can recreate. I liked one of the cool tone looks that she did. If I can remember, I will put the card up here and you can check that video out. It was only about a few weeks ago. I have a 21 step look. Now Linda's was a few extras. I think when I did it, counted out, it was 23 or 24, but mine was cut down to 21. So a 21 step look. I don't know, how do people count how many steps are in the look? Usually I just grab shit, throw it on my face, and then leave. But this time I counted, and this one's 21 steps. So we're gonna start. Linda started with a lip mask. So now I don't own a dedicated lip mask, so I'm just gonna put a balm that I own, and on top of that I will add just a moisturizing plumper, and I'm trying to hide my face so you don't see what it is, but it's not going to put any color on or anything. So it's just balm and a moisturizing lip plumper. All right, so that was step one. Step two was a glowy base. It's hard to do this and not reveal what I am using, because I think some people will figure these things out. I'm just going to use the one that was in my project pan drawer, because I thought, well, why not just put a couple of things together? There you go. So I'm going to do the glowy base. Mine's in a stick, and that is usually how I apply it. And I'm just going to pat and spread that around a bit. I do like this one for summer. In fact, I bought it last summer and it was great. I didn't need much else. It was pretty much the number one thing. When summer hits, I don't use a lot of products. I really cut everything down considerably versus winter where I kind of need, because I've got such dry skin, I need a lot of that extra hydration. Step 3, concealer. All right. I don't use a lot of concealer, but I thought, why not? I'll just do it. Just use it today. I'm gonna just put it on the back of my hand and get my concealer brush and just tapping out and just load up the brush a little bit. I'll just gently tap it. Where I get my darkness is right in the corner of my eyes. And then just a little bit down here. And then I like to use a little bit just around my nose. I get broken capillaries and redness just around my nose. I'll just use my finger to gently spread it. I think that's all I need. That step is done. Step 4. Now, I'm going to do things in a different order. Linda had done powder in her T-zone and then did her cream blusher bronzer. But I bought a new blush, liquid blush, that is actually a pretty good bronzer, so it's a blonzer. And it's going to be great for summertime because it's a 2-in-1 product. So I can do, you know, the glowy base and then this. So I'm going to try it today. I did test it yesterday and it's very strong. I'm going to combine bronzer and the warm blush, but it was to use a warm blush. She used a nice warm blush, and I thought, okay, well, I just turned out that I picked this one up yesterday because it was reduced at the pharmacy, and that's the color, and that will do my whole face. That will do my entire face as a bronzer. Okay, so I just tapped it out on a stippling brush, and I'm just gonna gently, right, if you start at the top and go down, I won't get too much on my cheeks. Tap my nose, get that in the corners. Don't worry, it'll blend, it'll blend. Just a touch here. I need to get myself one of those little headband things. And that's the same one I just used for the glowy base. Yeah? Think that works? I think it's all right. Now, early when I tried it, I actually did it down my jawline. I'm not going to do that, though. That was a mistake. I won't do that again. And we'll just tappity-tap around back. I'm so tempted now. In the summertime, I will take that and I will put that in just my eyes as well. I could probably do that today, but I've got other things instead. But I didn't lie. That little dab did the whole face. And I look slapped. I look slapped. So now I'm gonna powder the T-zone a bit. So, and this one's just, it's a translucent one, but it's kind of pinky mauve. I don't know how you describe this color, but I know it's one of Linda's favorites. So if you watch Glitter Fallout, you may be able to figure it out. Now, I am a bit of a dried corpse as far as oils on my face. I have none, so I don't need much at all. I add any powder, it's usually for brightening reasons. All right, next step Linda did was to do highlighter. I actually don't have a lot of highlighters. I have one highlighter compact that I bought last year, and I never use it. I never use it. The only highlighter I ever use is actually an eyeshadow. And I like it because it doesn't have any glitter particles. It pretty much just disappears into any look I'm using. I don't know if you can see. Oops. And it's just so pretty and natural looking. I love it. And I'm not someone who likes a lot of highlighter. So there you go. I'm gonna add a little bit up here, just under the brow. There you go. That's my highlighter. It is in the description. I would just, this is the best highlighter I've found for me. 100%. And then Linda goes in with a setting spray, and I thought I'll use one that's going to stick with the dewy look that we want to achieve. So I'm trying to cover it so you can't see it. Linda goes straight into brows. I always do eyes and then do my brows last, but Linda does brows first, so I'm going to do brows first. Get the big mirror up. Now this one's just a light brown brow mascara. It's not a gel. It doesn't tame them or anything. It's just a color depositor and thickener, which is good. It actually makes these disappearing ones on the end show up a little bit. And it does cover my white hairs. I'd stopped using it because I was embracing the white brow hairs. I could still fix that too. I could still draw them back on. Please tell me that thin eyebrows are coming back in fashion just as nature has decided to thin mine out. There we are. But I also just want to deepen them out or just tidy them up a little bit. So I'm just going to use a little bit of brow powder. Got to do the part. All right. Next, we are on a wet shadow base. Now, I don't have any liquid eyeshadows, so that's not a step that I could really do, but I have got some cream eyeshadows that are going to fit the bill as a warm base. So we're trying as hard as we can to stay away from cool. Now I know I did cool eyebrows, but my eyebrows need to match my hair, and Linda's got this beautiful fire red hair, so her warm brown brows suit her face, but they would stand out really awkwardly on my face because of the very cool toned hair that I've got. If I had a red wig, I'd be in it. I do not though. So I'm going to put a cream light warm brown on as an eyeshadow base. Now let me just get that concealer. But the thing is, I don't know if this is going to work because Linda's liquid eyeshadow would go on wet and then start to dry and go tacky. And it was when it was in that tacky phase, she started in with the orange eyeshadows. Spoiler alert, the eyeshadows are orange in this look. Now this is a cream to powder, but usually it needs to be set. Next step is a peachy orange tonal base. So I think this one was so I wasn't supposed to put concealer all over my eyes, but where my darkness is in the corner of my eyes. And Linda used this, I think, as kind of a tone base for the whole eye look. So you could probably skip this if your eyelid shades are not going to interfere with the eyeshadows that you're going to put on. So I guess if you're using an eyeshadow primer that's not got a tone in it at all, you could just go in with this straight away afterwards, right? Yeah, I think that would work. Oh, okay. Just be the same color then, why don't you? No, I think it'll be all right. Yeah, no, you'll be fine. Now, this is one, she says to take it right to the brow. You're a pretty pumpkin. Yes, you are. I stepped out for a moment just to check on my kitty. He's sleeping well in the big chair. Okay, 'tis down. Did that go? Oh, I can't remember if she put that under the eye as well. Shall I put it under the eye as well? I'll do a little bit. I'll do a little bit under the eye too. Just a touch. Just a touch, just a whiff of thin. Not too much. Okay, now the next thing is the big punch of color in the middle of the eye. And it's funny because this is not the sequence that I would have done. I would have gone with the dark outer and crease and then put this on top of it. But you know what? We're going to do it Linda's way. We're going to see how it goes. So this is supposed to be a neon orange, and I actually have two neon oranges, but I'm going to go with the one that I've gotten most recently. I think I was supposed to leave the center of the eye clear, but it's okay because that is bright. Oh my. I actually haven't used this shade yet. I was scared of it, so thank you, Linda, for making me not be a coward. I've really enjoyed a lot of glitter fallout. Linda's got some really good ideas, and she does no-buy challenges, and I need to get in on some of that. I need to curb my impulse control, and Linda's got a lot of, you know, at the start of the month she'll show where her receipts are as far as her low buy or no buy. There we are. Gosh. Well, they do make the eyes pop. She sure do. Do I take that under the eye as well? There is a lot of kick up in the pan. Maybe just take a teeny tap of it. Oh, we'll disappear it too. We'll tap it off. And we'll pop that down there. All right, we're up to step number 12. So we're just over halfway through this. And this is the warm brown. It's going to go in the outer and in the center. Linda would use quite a fluffy brush to do that. And I'm getting a little chicken because I'm like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. But I should do what the Linda does. You know what? I'm going to use a slightly smaller one. That's the one that I picked. But I think that's the wrong brush. I'm going to try that one instead. In the outer. And into the crease. And she did a whole lot of swirly, blendy stuff here. Got a tickle. Stop it. I feel like I'm effing it up. No, trust the process. All right, we'll trust the process. And where you put the brush down is where the bulk of the color is going to be deposited. And swirl around for your life. Suppose it's going to be okay because there's a bunch of sparkle going to go on the top of it, so. Get a clean brush and tidy up that corner there. All right, I think it's sparkle time. All right, I don't have an exact warm orangey gold that Linda had, but I got something close. Oh, I forgot to put the, nope, there was a step in between. I forgot. She used a little bit of glitter glue. Hold on. All right, I've never used glitter adhesive before, or sparkle adhesive before, and I just bought this recently. So this will be my first time using it, which is probably why I completely forgot that that was a step that I needed to do. But I didn't forget, because I'm doing it before I put the sparkle on. I actually remembered just in the nick of time. Just in the nick of time. I don't know if I'm using too much or what. I've never used this stuff. So I'm supposed to wait a little bit until it goes tacky before I put the sparkle on. All right, so that's just tacky now. So I'll try and put that on without spraying it and see what happens. I think I used too much. Ooh. Wow, okay. I think it's got that same bright gold color that Linda had managed to use. And I am happy about that. And it's definitely sticking where I put the glitter glue, so that's cool. I guess I'll just have to wait and see if it creases on me or anything. What do you think? Linda does a big wing, and I don't do big winged liners anymore because I'm 53 and I smile. I get a lot of creases, and I found that when I do a wing, they crack and crumble and disappear over time, and they just don't end up looking good. So I might just try just a baby wing, just a little tiny one. I'm out of practice though, but let's just see if I can still do this. They always go that way. Gosh, I don't even know what I'm doing. And my eyes just naturally kind of hang just over the top of my eyelashes. So even if I do this, you can't even really see the liner that I do. All right, I'll leave it like that, and then see if I come in that way, because I don't want it to fall. I think that worked. This is the eye I can't close very well. You see, it's kind of disappeared into my eye fold there. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get. Okay, let's do the other eye. I only just bought this yesterday so I could do the Halloween eye look. I thought, well, I don't have a graphic liner. I haven't had one for a long time. I mean, I had one a little while ago, and I thought, I never used this, so I threw it away, not thinking. Ooh, I am no good. It is no my thing. I'm not going to push my luck. I'm going to leave that where it is. That's as much as I'm going to do. All right, next thing, lining the upper waterline with a black eyeliner. I don't usually fill the upper waterline of my eye either. Bottom waterline is with a brown eyeliner. What's the last one? Lower mascara. All right, I'm gonna curl my lashes and get the mascara. All right, and I'm just going in with a non-waterproof one. Most of my mascaras are waterproof. I've got only a couple that are not waterproof. So I just chose a not waterproof one because I'm not gonna wear this one all day. I just want to add a little more color just under the eye. Just a touch. I feel like I got a little patchy there. All right, what do you think? That's the eye look done. I think it's pretty awesome. And yeah, the blue and the orange just, they're pretty stunning. Yeah, pretty awesome. Now, we're moving on to lips. So Linda lines her lips with a dark brown lip liner. And I just so happened to have, about a year ago, I thought, you know what? I want to get back into the 90s look. I think I was sad about Shannon Doherty passing away, and I wanted to recreate some of her iconic makeup from Beverly Hills 90210. And it was the 90s look that I remembered more than the later, you know, the late 90s, everything being sparkly and thin-browed and different. It was the late 80s to the early 90s was a much warmer look. So there was, you know, a lot of warm eyes, warm lip, warm browns. Everything was brown. Brown was the thing, right? You had your browns. And Shannon Doherty had these beautiful blue eyes. And when she wore these warm, chestnutty, auburny tones, they just looked so beautiful on her. So about a year ago, I was buying up brown lip liners, and I couldn't find them because they weren't quite trendy yet. And I thought everybody's going to be into this stuff. And then, you know, it seems like they did. The whole brown thing did kind of kick off. I don't think that it kicked off for the same reasons that I was looking for it, but I'm happy that it came around. So I do have brown lip liners. Now, I hardly ever wear lip liners because I hardly ever wear a bold lip. I'm into a bold eye look, and I don't like to mix the two. I tend to, if I'm going to have a bold eye, I'll have a neutral lip. If I have a bold lip, I'll have a neutral eye. I don't like to mix the two, but we're gonna go for it today because why not? So I've got my lip liner, and I was about to tell you what it was, but I'm not gonna. I hope I haven't said anything. No, I don't think I have. I think I've been good. Oh, I have to wipe off the lip mask. And I hate drawing on lip line. I can never get it right. I can get the top lip pretty good, but for some reason on my bottom lip, I always end up looking like I've had a stroke and it's all down here. And this is probably my favorite formula of the lip liners that I bought last year. This is the side I get wrong. I try not to take it right into the corner of my mouth because then I end up, it goes down and it looks sad. And I don't want to look sad. So I take it just before the corner of my mouth. That was a Lisa Eldridge tutorial that she did, I don't know, a couple of years back on how to stop your mouth looking like it's frowning. She does some really nice tutorials for older women. Here's where I'm going to go off of the thing now. Linda used a different lip liner that's very nude to fill in the pink. And I don't have one of those. And I thought, well, I have a nude lipstick that I could use. But then the next step is an orange lipstick. And I thought, well, why don't I just go straight into that instead? So this is my favorite autumn lip tint. And I got it right down there. I don't know how this is going to work. I haven't tried this before. Can you see? It's almost like my lip pulls this way, so I can't get it symmetrical. All right, now I need to leave that to cure for a few minutes. While the lip is curing and doing its thing, I'm just going to touch up the cheeks a little bit. The last step Linda did was to add an orange metallic to the center of her lips. And I don't have an orange metallic lipstick, but I have a gold, and I'm scared of it. And if you've seen my previous videos, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to try it just a little bit, just a touch, in just the center. We don't want to anger it. We don't want to make it feel threatened. We're just going to be gentle. Gentle. Okay? Shh. That's enough. That's all we need. We don't want to make it run everywhere. And that's it. That was 21 steps to recreate glitter fallouts. Use what you have, fall colored look. And this is mine. This is my recreation. What do you think? I think it needs earrings. There we go. I went and got my headband. I could have worn this the whole time. I forgot that I had it. But yes, I've got my glitter skellingtons and my bejeweled spiders. I'm all ready for Halloween. What do we think? The final look, I'm quite happy with it. I didn't think this would even look fine with my brown eyes, let's be honest. I think it'd be quite fine. I think the lips turned out all right. I think it turned out all right. I think we didn't wake the beast of that particular lippy, and we were able to sneak some of its color without it running wild over my face. So there we go. Thank you so much for hanging out with me while I take up this challenge to recreate a, I don't know what you used to make that look, but I'm going to copy it as best I can, and I think I did all right. I think I did all right. If I do say so myself, I think I did a pretty decent job. Now I will be listing everything at the bottom if you want to have a peek, but if you're going to recreate this challenge as well to do a fall colored look with orange eyeshadows, then don't peek. Don't peek. Go watch Linda's video over at Glitter Fallout. I will put that in the description below, and I will definitely be seeing you again soon. So thank you so much. Lovely to have you around. Oh, by the way, my name's Livy. I always forget to say that until too late, and I hope I have won a like, maybe a subscription. Hey, there are 24 of us now. Thank you so much. I've got 24 new friends. I feel like I'm popular. Oh, I got goosebumps too. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to doing something more fun with you later on. Oh, actually, let me know, does anybody want to see a live stream? I've been looking into like how to do a live stream, and I thought most mornings I'm up too early and I could just do, you know, a silent live stream of my makeup with just some music and just make it really chill. I do have ADHD, so I tend to watch a lot of makeup videos as a body doubling thing so that I can get my makeup done. So if that's something that you're interested in, let me know, and yeah, and definitely encourage me, and I will see what I can do. Have yourselves a lovely weekend. Happy spooky season. May your Halloween baskets be full of delicious treats, and I will see you very soon. Goodbye.